What's up, everybody? Tigger here. Today we got a special edition. It's going to be our 200th video. It might not be the 200th video posted. It might get posted in front of some other ones because I'm going to try to have it up for Halloween. But to recognize our 200th video, we're going to do another Neca blind box. Since my very first video was a Neca blind box, and that's what kind of started me off down this rabbit hole. Now, for those of you who watched, honestly, I was not that impressed with my first Neca blind box, but it was a sci-fi one. But again, I kind of wanted to do something to represent our 200th video, kind of a little milestone for me. And since it's the Halloween season, like I said, I'm going to have this posted on Halloween. We want the Neca blind box of horror. And also, a good buddy of mine collects horror, so everything that's in here, he'll probably take off my hands. I'm not a big horror guy. Honestly, probably the biggest horror. Ghostface is pretty cool because that was, my high school years. Scream was a pretty big deal. But I don't want to chatter too much. Unlike our first video, it is beautiful in South Carolina right now. It's about 70 degrees, so it's not hot. But we're going to go ahead and rip it open. And this is the horror blind box, so this is Neca box number 2 for me. Yeah, not a huge horror fan, and I know sci-fi a lot of times kind of crosses over, and I'll post a few clips from my first Neca video. And I've actually got a lot better since then as far as editing and all that, obviously. But again, this is our 200th video, so hopefully we can see everything because we're in a different spot than the Tinker Studio has moved to the back of the garage. So hopefully everybody can see from over here. If not, you'll get to see it when I put it on video. So, first time opening, we'll see what we got. Alright, we'll put that flap down. So, first thing we got is Victor Crowley from Hatchet. I have not watched the Hatchet series at all. I believe this is mid-2000s, like 2006. I do know who Victor Crowley is. That's actually a pretty cool figure. Alright, not a bad start here. Now we're going to go right here. Oh, we got Halloween 3, which for those of you who know actually does not have Michael Myers in it. I've never actually watched it. I watched the original Halloweens. Apparently it's actually a really good movie. They thought it would do well putting Halloween on it by kind of tricking everybody, but apparently it's pretty good. That's actually a pretty neat set. So the horror box is starting off a lot better than the sci-fi box did. Alright, so basically you got 3 little trick-or-treaters. Again, I've not watched it, but I do know it does not have Michael Myers. So that's a pretty neat set right there. Alright, starting off pretty good here. Again, that's the Halloween 3 Trick or Treat Kids Pack. The Silver Shamrock Novelties. Okay. What do we got next? We got a little more Halloween here. We got Laurie Strode and Dr. Loomis. Okay, Halloween 2. I have seen the original Halloween 1 and 2. They are outstanding. I have not seen the newer releases, Halloween Revenge, or whatever, Halloween Ends. and then kind of everything in between is pretty much on a separate, non-existent. We're not claiming they're so bad after Halloween. Yeah, Halloween 3 is apparently pretty good, but it doesn't have Michael Myers. But everything Michael Myers after that is apparently baby poopy. All right, we're on our third. So let's go here. We got some vintage Dracula, Ultimate Count Dracula. Nice. Nightmare of Horror. That's actually pretty well made right there. You know, yeah, I'm not nearly as irritated as I was. I'm not irritated. Oh, this is a pretty cool box. Again, I'm not a horror guy. So let's see what else we got in here. Then we got a Wolfman on a retro card. Glows in the dark. Very nice. And also, I'm wearing the same shirt I wore in my very first video. Classic 1979. And another tribute to our 200th video. That's pretty cool. One thing I'll say about a lot of the retro cards now, they put them on a nice thick piece of cardboard. They're not flimsy junk like they used to be. So that was our fourth pull. Looks like we got a lot of kind of classic horror in here. Warning, the monster's loose. Frankenstein. Ultimate Frankenstein's monster. So it looks to be another black and white. These are actually in pretty good shape, too. A lot of the Neca stuff you get in the blind boxes, usually the boxes are pretty tore up. Cool deal. Frankenstein. That's our fifth. Again, kind of looks more like classic stuff here. Creatures of the Black Lagoon. Lagoon. I can't talk today. Black Lagoon. I promise I am educated. Ultimate Creatures of the Black Lagoon. I don't know if he's called just a creature. That's a pretty cool fig. There's all kind of variations and things they've done over the years. You know, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles actually have a pretty cool universal monster line where all the turtles are monsters. This looks to be our, I don't call it a dud, but Misfits. I don't have any idea what the deal with Misfits is. A lot of people give these giveaways on whatnot. Actually looks kind of cool, but I don't know what movie that's from. The Fiend is one of the most recognizable music mascots of all time, and we are proud to present two versions based on the classic horror artwork. So apparently people who know horror and music know a lot more than I do, because I said my little bit of knowledge of the Misfit is just him being on whatnot auctions. Some people unloading them pretty cheap. All right, so then we got Frankenstein. We got a second Frankenstein. All right, so basically, looks like we're gonna have a colored Frankenstein, the Ultimate Frankenstein monster in color. Again, it's a pretty cool figure. This is kind of something I'd probably. Again, I'm not a big horror guy. I do enjoy some horror movies, but I'm not a big collector of horror. So we'll open both lids here and kind of see that. I'm sure it's the same exact mold. It's always fun trying to get the glare off the package right there. And they have the exact same accessories. Again, you got the black and white, you got the color. It's a cool figure, but I love it when they pull that one on you. All right, now we got Eddie Munster. Not Eddie Munster, the Ultimate Count from the Monsters. This is Grandpa. Cool fig. I do remember the Monsters when I was a kid, and that was a long time ago. That's a pretty neat figure, actually. Pretty well articulation there. Good stuff. All right. We got two more to go. Okay, we got us an alien. So the aliens kind of cross over. They'll throw them in sci-fi horror, throw them in horror. I do like me some aliens. This is aliens, the Spitter alien from Aliens Fireteam Elite. That's a video game. I actually have not played the game. I do love some aliens. Pretty neat looking right there. Aliens Fire Team Elite. And our last, we got us a second alien, the Night Cougar alien. So I do like me some aliens. Okay. Another cool alien. I do have a couple of aliens shorts where they're fighting some Marvel figures. I didn't realize there are this many. I wouldn't mind getting the Ripley, Vasquez, Alpone, and Drake, even though they don't look anything like they look. Which I think these are actually just remakes of the actual 90s toys they made. They're not very realistic to the actual movie. She is, I think, except the colors. And Ripley. There's a bunch of aliens on there. Okay, let's get a recap. Again, this was a much better blind box than my horror because I was honestly just irritated then. But this is pretty cool. So we got two aliens like those. We got a couple of Halloweens. These are pretty nice figs. That gives us 3. We'll pull this one out. This is 4. Like I said, one of my big irritations with my first box video was I'd watched a bunch of videos just before I decided to do one, and everybody was getting 13, 14 figures, and I only got 10, and I was kind of mad because they weren't very good figures as far as I was concerned. Wolfman, that gives us 5. Victor Crowley, that gives us 6. The Misfit, that gives us 7. From the Monsters, Ultimate Count. Again, I'm pretty sure they call him Grandpa. That gives us 8. Creature from the Black Lagoon. There's 9. Dracula. He's in black and white. That's our 10. And we got 12 out of this box. So again, my sci-fi box just became more disappointing because here we are 4 months later and we still got 12 pretty decent figures here. Nice. Again, let's double check that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So now I'm even more disappointed in my sci-fi box because I'm a sci-fi guy. Blind boxes are cool. I wish I'd have gotten into the Ninja Turtle blind boxes. And another nice thing, these are all in good shape. So, like I said, I think I can get rid of them. For those of you who do watch my videos, I'm on Whatnot at Teaker. I don't really do shows, but I'll try to unload some toys in my store. Cool box, Neca horror box number 2 for me. I'm sorry, Neca box number 2. My first horror, my first ever was a sci-fi, but the horror box seemed to be a lot better. Most things were in good condition, and I don't feel like I got any trash figures really, maybe except Misfit. And I hesitate to call them trash because I just don't know that world. But again, 200th episode, wore the same shirts in the new Teaker studio. I'm going to have this posted on Halloween. It won't be the 200th video posted, but it will. It's my 200th video. It's going to cut in line with some people because, again, I want to do a Halloween theme here at the Neca horror box. I appreciate all those who watch. Leave me comments. Let me know what you think. If there's anything out there you'd like me to track down and open, hey, make it happen. It's not hot in South Carolina. It's beautiful. Teaker out. Everybody have a wonderful day.